You're listening to the John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Ferris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris on this Free Flag Friday. Good day to you, sir.
Yeah, Fridays in your little faces.
Mm-hmm.
Friday. Some are still holding tight. We've been banging around in the 80s this week, and it looks like I'm going to have to mow my lawn one more time. Usually, I can stop mowing my lawn like in July.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We bought a different house mid-July. We didn't have to mow it till like the beginning of September.
Just didn't right. I'm just a boy. It's National Play-Doh Day.
Nice.
Play-Doh.
I loved
I can
Play-Doh.
smell it just thinking about it.
Fascinating story. It was actually developed in the 30s, originally marketed as a wallpaper cleaning thing.
Yeah.
And it never really caught on. The guy who invented it was kind of doing a little woes meal pity party thing. Had a couple, but in the neighborhood also lived a teacher. And this was out of Cincinnati, Ohio, by the way.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Hey, let me take a look at that stuff there. What it looks like? Do you mind if I take some of this to school?"
So great.
One
What
thing
a
led to
great
another.
story.
The kids played with it.
Yeah, and in the 50s, actually, Cincinnati School Board actually put it in all of the schools, public schools, and then it went from there. But Play-Doh,
The kids cleaned all the wallpaper for them.
well, maybe it just didn't work worth a darn. I have no idea, but Play-Doh made...
That is such a great story. I
It
love
really
it.
is.
Yeah, you just never know. You just
Yeah.
never know. Like that a lot. All right, what the heck is going on here? Birthdays from Saturday Night Live and Parks and Rec. Amy Poehler's 51
Yay.
today,
Happy birthday, Amy.
which is nice. And I've had the pleasure of seeing this man not once but twice in concert, B.B. King.
Oh, yeah.
Born
Did
this
you
day,
really?
Consummate
Oh,
bluesman.
wow.
Saw him in Minneapolis when I was, in my late teens.
Yeah.
And then 1.5 million years later, saw him at Explorer Stadium in Sioux City.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
During a big ticket blues fest. He was the headliner. It was an
Yeah,
all-day
that's pretty
thing,
great.
a beautiful day. It
Have
was
you seen
amazing.
the new Elvis movie that's out
I
with
have
Tom
not.
Hanks?
I have not.
B.B. King is in that.
Which is strange
He's not
because
played
he's
by
been
Tom
dead
Hanks,
for
but-
years.
No, but there's a character. There's a guy that plays B.B. King in that.
He's been dead
Okay.
for years.
Okay. You know what I mean.
I don't, John.
There was a guy.
I don't know where you're going with this, John, but
Don't got a lie to make friends, John.
Oh, my goodness.
got to throw a flag on that. I don't think B.B. King is in that movie, John.
Somebody want to bail me out here? Anybody? I'm going to just tap out. I'll go do your job for the rest of the day. You come do this.
Phenomenal. And how's this for a get-rich-quick scheme? Also born this day. This name is so perfect for what he ended up doing. James Cash Penney,
Oh, yeah.
founder of J.C. Penney's.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in 1902.
And he did okay.
James
For a long
Cash
time.
Penney. They're still going on. I have two credit cards in my world. They're both retail. One's for Kohl's, one's for Penny's.
I like pennies.
Are they still
I
open?
I still like
Oh,
pennies.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Are they really? I thought they were closed.
No.
What am I thinking of?
No.
You're thinking of Sears.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And Toys R Us and Kmart and a bunch of other
And
stuff. But
more.
apparently not JCPenney.
No, JCPenney's still hanging in there.
Well, then in that case, then I'm happy for them. That is great.
Wow.
No, I don't know why I thought they were closed.
Yeah, they're having a grand opening. B.B. King's going to be there.
Damn.
It was 1908, and talk about kind of having the foresight to get something done. William C. Durant, back in 1908, he was a carriage maker. Built carriages
Okay.
pulled by horses. Then he kind of took a look around, saw which way the wind was blowing, and he, on this very day, founds General Motors
Oh.
in Flint, Michigan. Yup.
Cool.
Nicely done.
And here's a fun fact, something maybe you knew and something maybe you didn't. It was this day in 1965, British singer Davy Jones legally changes his stage name to David Bowie to avoid confusion
With the monkey.
with the little tambourine playing monkey, Davy Jones.
Yeah, you don't
So-
want that mix up.
David Bowie was really Davy Jones.
How
Truly.
interesting.
Yep. And then the monkeys hit, and he went, we
Yeah, I
may
don't
have
think
a
so. I
problem here.
might have an
No.
issue.
Isn't that something? You bet it is. Thanks, Dan. My pleasure.
I appreciate it.
Then let's see, a trifecta TV stuff, just because it's kind of nifty. 1993, Frasier, starring Kelsey Grammer, premieres.
One of my all-time
I
favorite
know
shows.
you guys dig it. And I used to tune into this quite a bit. 1984, Miami Vice with Don Johnson
Yeah.
premieres.
Good show.
And in 1972, and believe it or not, you two are a little young to realize this, but this was cutting edge. This day, 1972, First TV series billed as being about a mixed marriage. Bridget Loves Bernie premieres. Now keep in mind, Bridget and Bernie are both Caucasian, but get this, she's Catholic, he's Jewish.
Oh, no way.
Not making this up.
That was cutting edge back then.
Only lasted one season. Strangely enough, the two lead actors would get married. Meredith Baxter Bernie marries David Bernie, who's Bridget Loves Bernie. Get it?
Okay.
Meredith Baxter would go on to be the mom on Family Ties.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Nice.
But yeah, in 72, that was considered, oh my goodness. So you talk about this, I'm actually talking to my mom one day now. She was raised Lutheran, my dad was Catholic.
Oh,
Turns out, my grandmother, my mother's mother, was not happy about this.
Oh, yeah.
You're not marrying a Catholic. This guy's a bum. He's Catholic. It was like, what?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It was a thing.
Wow.
It was a thing. So, 1972, cutting edge television. Holy
Absolutely.
cats, man.
That's interesting.
I know. Well, there you go.
Different world.
It was. I pine for the days.
I actually do.
Yeah,
I actually
simple
do.
Did you hear Megan is dating a Methodist? She must be shunned.
Yeah. Thursday night on NBC, Megan and the Methodist.
I know. You know. We all know, and we just bounce ahead.
We're going to do that. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many of our guests. This year, we have more icons and more fun. Culture Club, The Cult, Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Gramm, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort in Cancun, Mexico. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Super excited to visit with our guest today. Becky Rasmussen is with Call to Freedom, and you guys have a special event coming up soon, don't you, Becky?
Yeah, John, thank you for having us. We have our 7th annual community breakfast. So this will be the 7th year that we've held our 1-hour breakfast, and it's on Wednesday, October 12th. And doors open a little earlier this year at 6:45, so everybody can get their meal. And 7:30, the event will start promptly until 8:30. And it's really our one time of the year that we bring the community together so that we can compel our mission. And if you feel moved to give at that time, we would love to have you do that. This is a free event, so we are looking for table hosts, and we also are looking for sponsors if people are interested. And they can go to calltofreedom.org under events and get more information.
And this is a wonderful event. We had a chance to be a part of this last year. And again, it's coming up Wednesday, October 12th, which sounds like a long ways away, but it's really not that far away. So if people would like to go to this, they should probably get a spot reserved right now, shouldn't they?
Yes, we would love you to get online so we can prepare accordingly. We usually have around 1,000 people or over 1,000 people that attend the event. And so, we would really like people there to hear about what's happening, not only with our services, but within our communities, and allow them to kind of hear how this is being facilitated. Is it really happening within our communities? And being the human trafficking, which is the forced exploitation of either sex or labor for individuals. And so we would love to host you and have you at the event, but also just to learn a little bit more as well.
And this is one of those things that I had the opportunity last year to go to this event, and I thought I knew Call to Freedom before I went to the event because, we've had a chance to visit before, and I know a little bit about what you do, but I had an opportunity last year at this event to learn so much more. And for people who maybe don't know anything about Call to Freedom, let's give them kind of a snapshot of who you guys are and what you do. Let's do that right now.
Yeah, for sure. We actually keep expanding our services, and we're really an organization that's solely focused on serving those that have been victimized by human trafficking. And more those needs become diverse. We serve individuals from women to men to young kids that are being victimized. So there's no age barrier to who we serve. And it's those that have had that use of force, fraud, or coercion for trafficking. And so we offer supportive services to those that have been victimized, but we also have expanded our services to not only serve them through housing, through support, through counseling, but also prevention and intervention is a big focus for us, especially with our youth. Average age of individuals that are pulled into human trafficking is 11 to 14. And so we really haven't tipped the iceberg of what's happening within our communities. Polaris, which is the National Human Trafficking Hotline, has recorded a call for every county in the United States. So South Dakota is not immune to the human trafficking and that facilitation within our communities. And so what we want to do is not only do prevention, intervention, but also provide those services. So we do have housing that we house not only the survivors, but also their children. And that was a new focus for us. And you'll hear at the breakfast this year, how are they targeting our kids and what are we doing about it? And so I think it's really great and would be a really great opportunity for parents to really understand some of the dangers and to be cautious about some of the social media and some of those ways that individuals make contact that are not necessarily always have good intentions. So we'd love you to come learn more. You can also visit our website at calltofreedom.org if you'd like to know more about us as well.
I love that. If somebody listening is going, man, I would love to be a part of this, but Wednesday, October 12th is not a good day for me. I'm gone. I'm busy. I'm whatever. Is there still a way that they can contribute financially to help Call to Freedom with their mission?
Yeah, that would be great. We have a website. Our website is a great resource, calltofreedom.org, and you can give under our donations page. Or if you want to talk to somebody live, Monica Railings is our Director of Community Engagement, and her phone number is 605-799-6153. I know websites don't always answer all of your questions. So if you have questions about our programming, other ways you can give, if you want to volunteer, you can research that all on our website at calltofreedom.org. But if you'd like to talk to somebody from Call to Freedom, Monica can be reached at 605-799-6153.
Becky, thank you for taking the time to chat, and thank you for all that you guys do.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Thanks, John, for always being a support and allowing us to share.
Absolutely. Again, Call to Freedom. Their event is Wednesday, October 12th. If you'd like to learn more about that, or if you'd like to register to be a part of that, go to the website, calltofreedom.org.
If you watch the news, you've probably heard about interest rate hikes and other financial factors that could make you a bit nervous. At BetterCreditCards.com, we continue our commitment to help you get a better credit card. On the website, BetterCreditCards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting. Yeah.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. Dan, what do you find interesting on this Free Flag Friday?
Giving away free flags. It always piques my interest.
We do it because we can.
Yeah, we do it because Mark and Sarah and the crew at Maximum Promotions said, you know what? That's a pretty cool idea. Sure,
It's
we're
a
in.
great idea. I
We're
love it.
Yeah.
Let's get her done. Maximum Promotions every Friday. We give away a 3-foot by 5-foot flag.
Gotta love it.
Pole, the hardware. It's a nice little gat.
It
That's
is.
all there is to it. Congratulations this week to Renee Shoemaker.
Nice, Renee.
Thanks for registering online to get that done, and we'll get that certificate to you, Renee, and fly it with pride. That's all there is to it. You know, you guys, I'm sure you have, because you guys have a lot of stuff being filthy rich and whatnot, and you really don't care.
Filthy rich.
So, hello. I can start my car from inside the house. Early special.
I remember doing that once.
So you lose stuff. I mean, you run around town, you do stuff, and all of a sudden, you lose stuff, right? Sometimes you lose stuff.
Yes.
I've lost a lot of stuff.
So I trip over this story, and I'm going, this is kind of cool. Dateline Denver. From fossilized shark teeth to vintage comic books, vinyl records, brand name sunglasses, constant flow of stuff keeps half a dozen city workers busy, the city of Denver. Denver has an undisclosed secret site for lost and found. And they've got a guy in charge of it who sells the stuff, and the city makes bank on it.
Well, that's why it's undisclosed, because they're selling it. They don't want you to find it. It's just lost, and now it's ours.
Well, it's actually, there are regulations for this. According to the surplus manager, City of Denver surplus manager, Chris Dutemeyer, he goes, we get a lot of jewelry. In fact, I just sold a Rolex watch for $5,300.
Wow.
Yeah, they find stuff. but the stuff has to be on city property. If these items are not claimed within 30 days, we get together and they just start hustling it.
Does they have the finders, keepers,
man.
losers, weepers rule? Is that what they have?
It's no
Pretty
different than a
much.
hotel. For instance, when I worked in a hotel, if you found something in somebody's room or whatever, lost and found, if it didn't get claimed within 30 days, whoever found it, housekeeper, bartender, whatever, they could have it if they wanted. I went into a room one afternoon on a Saturday. I was manager on duty because I was kind of a big deal. And I had left, it was almost a brand new set of ping golf clubs.
Oh, wow.
Fortunately, they're just sitting there, and I checked checkout, and he goes, well, he checked out hours ago. So they go down into a locked storage unit in the hotel. And, it was like on day 27, guy claimed, I was 3 days from having a new set
you
of
were
ping.
so close.
Yeah.
He calls, I left some ping. You're like, sorry, bad connection.
That's it. So this Dudemeyer guy, he leads a 6-person city crew that organizes, categorizes common, sometimes unusual items that people lose on city property. Items of value unclaimed after, like I said, after 30 days. They'll put them online on an auction site. Between January and May of this year, the city has sold more than 6,000 items, resulting in almost $500,000
Nice.
that go into the city's general fund.
It's all funded by you and me. People forgetting stuff all over Denver.
City anticipates making about $7 million from surplus lost and found items at auction by the end of this year. So I started dialing around and thought, well, Sioux Falls got something like this?
Yeah.
And all I could find was some cheeseball Facebook page, Sioux Falls Lost and Found, that went up in like 2016.
Okay.
That had like maybe 300, 350 followers, and there was really nothing that...
So it's not really tied to the city.
No, and then I dialed around a little bit, and I don't know, but I love that it's an undisclosed location for this warehouse in Denver.
Yeah.
They do the same type of thing with unclaimed luggage. They'll auction it off. Like if you're...
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thing is, they can usually find out where that luggage goes if they try to find it.
Not if it's got no tag on it or whatever. If it just turned up missing and...
The stuff's got to go somewhere.
Would you buy a bunch of unclaimed luggage, Dan, and pilfer through it and look for good stuff?
I don't know. It was my thing. I mean,
You know who I know who would do that?
I would.
Heidi. Heidi would do that.
I would totally.
I didn't even have to wait. I know she would do that.
I would do that.
Well, it happens like a friend of ours, Matt Staub, who happens to own, Northview Bait and Tackle.
I love Matt
He
Staub.
also has, a couple dozen storage units.
Oh.
And if somebody isn't making bank on them after a few months, that becomes the property of them. And they go through it, and every now and again he'll find something kind of cool.
I've wanted to do the Storage Wars thing where I go and auction, pay for a locker like that.
Yeah, according to people who actually are in the business, it's very
It's
seldom.
really, you hardly ever get.
But Barry makes it look really fun.
Sure. Well, Barry does.
Of course he does.
Dave doesn't. Yep. I actually had the opportunity to do an interview with Dave, and I said, nope. I did talk to Brandy, though. She's on that show, too.
Oh.
Yeah, she's nice.
Yeah?
So, it's a fun show. I haven't watched it in a while, so... Have not watched it in a while.
Well, I kind of dug Brandy.
She was fun, wasn't she?
It's like, what's she doing with this clown?
I don't think they're together anymore.
Well, okay then.
So I'm saying you have a chance, Dan.
Okay, so if you're hanging out in Denver and you lose something on city property, kiss it goodbye.
They're auctioning it off.
It is now undisclosed. If you can find it, you can get it back.
Exactly.
Otherwise, pick it up on eBay next month. All right. Thanks for stopping in, Dan. Good to have you.
Hey, have a wonderful, blessed weekend, you guys. I'll catch up with you next week.
We will be here. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
While other wireless companies raise their prices, Mint Mobile has taken a different approach. You can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Let's say that again so you hear it right. $15 a month for unlimited premium wireless. Why would we do that? Because we can. If you're paying too much for your wireless phone, it's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Friday, September 16th, 2022. Equity slipped again Thursday with the S&P 500 falling more than 1% at the close of the session. The move, driven by a growing fear the U.S. economy has been broken and will result in serious recession over the next year or so. The day's move took the S&P 500 to the lowest level in 2 weeks and has it on track to move even lower in the coming days. Next week, the market will be on high alert for housing data in the form of housing starts and permits and existing home sales, as well as the index of leading indicators. The latest housing data suggests a 30% year-over-year decline in housing activity and there is a chance the figure could grow with the August data. As far as the leading indicators go, the index has been running negative for 4 consecutive months and is expected to show another decline in U.S. economic activity. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.